All right, let's talk about something really tough. How to emotionally detach from someone and actually get your peace back. This isn't about faking it till you make it or pretending you don't care. It's about getting to a place where you genuinely, truly don't have to anymore. This right here, this is everything. The reason it's so incredibly hard to let go is that most of the time, we aren't even grieving the actual person. Nope. We're grieving the fantasy of them, the story we wrote in our own heads. And letting go of that beautiful, perfect illusion, well, that's the hardest breakup of all. So, the very first step is to get brutally honest and see the situation for what it is. You see, we fall in love with potential. We fall in love with an idea of who someone could be instead of who they are consistently showing us they are right now. And that huge gap between the fantasy you're holding on to and the reality you're living in, that's where all the pain is coming from.
And look at this. This lays it all out. On one side, you've got the dream, right? The potential, the highlight reel of all the good times, the story you built. It's full of almosts. We were almost happy. They were almost healed. But then there's the reality. The person who consistently shows up, bringing disrespect, chaos, and doubt. It's the reality where you have to become some kind of investigator in your own relationship just to find the truth.
And that's the thing, isn't it? You're so tired. But you're not exhausted because love is tiring. You're exhausted because you're spending all of your energy trying to maintain a lie. You're trying to force the fantasy to be real. But real love, the kind that actually nourishes you, it lives in presence, in how someone shows up today, not in the promise of who they might be tomorrow. Okay, so before we can even begin to detach, we have to talk about the traps. These are the sneaky, self-sabotaging habits that we all fall into. They feel harmless in the moment, but they're actually chaining us to the past and resetting our healing clock back to zero every single time. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The first trap is the digital one, that compulsive need to check their social media. Every single time you hit refresh, you are voluntarily picking at your own wound, reopening it and preventing it from ever healing over. It's a direct pipeline of pain that you are choosing to keep open. And this is just a simple, brutal truth. You have to understand this. You cannot heal, you cannot move on, you cannot detach if you are actively keeping a digital version of them alive and well in your phone. It's just not possible. The next trap is a little more subtle. It's when your own mind starts playing tricks on you. You start replaying the highlight reel. Only the good times, the perfect moments, the laughter, and your brain just conveniently edits out all the nights you spent crying, all the broken promises, all the anxiety. You're falling in love with a memory that isn't even the full story. And this is so, so important to understand. Romanticizing what you had is a prison. That fantasy feels warm and comforting for a second, but it's a cage. Holding on to that edited highlight reel will keep you stuck and in pain for so much longer than facing the messy, complicated, and difficult reality ever could. And finally, the third trap. We run. We try to outrun the pain by filling the void with temporary fixes, random hookups, drinking a little too much, burying ourselves in work, anything to numb that giant, gaping hole we feel inside. But here's the problem. When the distraction is over, the pain is still right there, waiting for you. And this is a hard pill to swallow, but it is the absolute truth. You cannot distract your way into healing. It doesn't work. Real, lasting detachment isn't built on a foundation of distractions. It's built on the hard, unsexy work of discipline. The discipline to sit with the discomfort and build something real in its place. Okay, so we know what not to do. We've identified the traps. Now let's get into the good stuff. The how. This is the practical, step-by-step guide to actually breaking free and taking your life back. Here it is, your roadmap to freedom. These 5 steps, if you really commit to them, will change everything. We're going to walk through the most critical ones right now. Step 1 is the big one, and yeah, it's the hardest. You have to cut all access. Block them, delete the number, get rid of the pictures. And listen, this isn't about being cruel or dramatic. It is about self-preservation. It's like trying to get sober. You wouldn't keep a bottle of whiskey on your nightstand, right? You have to create total silence so you can finally hear yourself again and begin to heal. Now, you can't just leave a big empty hole where they used to be. You have to fill that space intentionally. So instead of reaching for your phone to send that good morning text, you're going to start a gratitude journal. Instead of those late night calls, you're going to listen to an audiobook. You have to build new, healthier rhythms for yourself. And eventually, those new rhythms will feel so good, you'll forget the old ones even existed.
All right, we need to talk about the part that makes most people give up, the withdrawals. Because just like detoxing from anything, emotionally detaching from a person is going to feel way worse before it starts to feel better. And knowing this, expecting this, is the key to pushing through without turning back.
Let's be really clear about what's happening inside you during this time. That physical ache, that restlessness, that intense urge to just reach out one more time, that is your body and your mind cleansing themselves. You are addicted to their energy, to the routine. This feeling is not a sign you made a mistake. It is a sign that you are healing. It is proof that the process is working. And this is what you have to burn into your brain for when it gets really ugly. You are stronger than you think. You already survived the constant low-grade pain of being with them. You can absolutely survive the temporary acute pain of being without them. This discomfort has a purpose. It's leading you straight to peace.
And now for the best part. After all the hard work, after facing the pain, after pushing through the withdrawals, you get the reward. And the reward is freedom. This is where you finally get to discover the incredible, surprising peace that comes from truly finally letting go.
And that one you see there, that's you. It represents the one and only person you actually need to find peace. And you know what? At first, that freedom feels a little bit scary. It's terrifying to realize you don't need their text to have a good day. But then, it becomes the most empowering feeling in the world. You realize you are whole before them, and you are absolutely 100% whole after them.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final question. We spend so much time obsessing over what we're losing by walking away, but I want you to flip the script. Ask yourself this instead. What am I losing if I stay? What's the real cost? Your joy? Your peace of mind? Your self-respect? The chance to become the person you're supposed to be? I promise you, the cost of staying is always, always higher.
And this is the ultimate perspective shift. All that pain you went through, it wasn't for nothing. It was preparation. And this loss you're feeling so deeply right now, it's not just a loss, it's your liberation. This end that feels so final, it's not the end at all. It's your beginning,